we are saying. Because God is able to do exceeding abundantly above what you ask and think. It's not just above what you ask. So God responds also to what you think. And so if your thought is contrary to your words, your life is in a contradiction. You don't just know it. After a while, you will discover that you have ended up contradicting your life. And so when you believe what God said or says to you, it's your responsibility to sit down and convince yourself and program yourself to think like that and to think like that only. Many people just hear what God said and they run with it. They never sat down to convince themselves. They never sat down to program themselves to think like that. And so while they are saying what they are saying, somebody just tell them something that is contrary to what God said, and it diffuses that their enthusiasm in a second. The guy stands up and say, I will change this world. And somebody looks at him and say, you? The moment they laugh, he goes down. And so he fluctuates. The reason that can happen is because you have accepted the word, but you have not sat down to make that word your reality. It's your responsibility to sit down. Because when you start building imagination, you will discover there are two dimensions to imagination. The first aspect of imagination is what we call reasoning. In the Greek word, you will see that this word is used interchangeably for the mind. The first word used for imagination is the word logismos. And logismos means arguments and reasoning. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10, from verse 3 to 5, when he said, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. They are mighty through God to the pulling down of stronghold, casting down imaginations. The word used there is the word logismos. They are strong reasons. They are strong opinions. They are strong arguments. So when God tells you, for example, that I will send you to a nation and you will deliver that nation, don't just shout. Even if you believe it, sit down first and begin to talk to the Lord. Remember, Mary asked the angel, how shall these things be? That question is not a disagreement. It's to help her believe and understand what God said. And so many times God speaks to people